All right, guys, what is up? Coach Cheryl here with Fit Body Secrets, here to bring you guys this week's Fit Body Short. And today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about supplements. And I'm not going to be talking to you guys about what types of supplements that you guys should be taking, because at the end of the day, a supplement routine is very individualized. Now, there are some bases that we want to cover, but everybody's going to need something a little bit different. And today I want to just talk to you guys a little bit about how to make sure that you're choosing the right supplements, how to not fall into the trap of a lot of MLM companies, and make sure that when you're getting your supplements, you're getting the most for your money, which is what we all want, right? We want to get the most bang for our buck. So first and foremost, let's just kind of start by talking to you guys about a few of the things that you want to avoid when choosing supplements. And I am going to I'm going to try and do a share screen today because I want to actually show you guys that are watching on YouTube what I'm looking at. So one thing that you want to avoid 100% is any bold claims. Okay. So those things are like, you're going to lose 20 pounds in 10 days by taking this fat loss supplement. And here is the perfect example of this. And this is where people get into a lot of trouble when they are looking for supplements, primarily for things like fat loss. So this is just one random one that I pulled up. I didn't go into, there's tons of them out there, but like somebody sees this, they're like, oh my gosh, experiencing energy rush, fat loss, mood boost with this legendary weight loss discovery. You're like, oh man, I totally have to get it. Now, it talks about a banned substance that they have found a way to find a more, obviously, less detrimental one for people to eat. But at the end of the day, people are going to look at this. They're going to be like, oh, wow, it's legal, it's safe, it's fast, it's going to help me lose fat. And then they scroll down and they see these claims from these bodybuilders, proud mothers. And you're like, man, this has got to be the thing, right? It tells you all the ingredients that are in it. You scroll down, you see more of these claims. And this truly unique fat burner is like nothing you've ever experienced before. Kills your appetite, gives you energy, boosts your mood. You're like, I'm sold. So all of this stuff is also available to you risk-free. So this is where you want to make sure that you're walking out for any of these kinds of supplements. And at the end of it all, usually there's a disclaimer, which this one says, these statements have not been approved by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease, blah, 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 blah. Testimonials may not reflect testimonials may not reflect the typical purchaser's experiences, may not apply to the average person, and are not intended to represent or guarantee that anyone will achieve the same or similar results. So you got to be careful about what you are buying. So that's number one. You have to avoid the bold claims. And this isn't the only one, but fat loss supplements tend to be one of the first places that you guys are going to see that kinds of stuff. Okay. Second thing you want to avoid is any kinds of proprietary blends. And I'm once again going to pull up another thing for you to see. When we're talking about proprietary blends, these are common in a lot of sleep supplements, a lot of pre-workout supplements, and things like that, where they're trying to get you a bunch of different ingredients in one pill. And what you're going to see is when you find them, and I'm going to pull up one that I found on a website here, okay, this says FNX. This is the label that they're using, but it's not I'm not bashing this company. I just want to let you guys know this was just the easiest one for me to find. Is you see where it says like FNX Pump and Shred Complex, their Energy Complex, and their Mushroom Blend. These are proprietary blends. So you don't know of this proprietary blend how much beta alanine is in there, how much creatine is in there, how much of each ingredients is actually in there. You want to make sure that when you're buying a supplement, you know exactly how much is in it. So for instance, if I was to pull up, I take a supplement called, and I definitely am affiliated with First Form. I love their products. This isn't the only one. I'm just going to show you what I will show you the difference of. So I take their Enduraformance, and it's a little bit of a pre-workout, but there's no stimulant in it. But when you look at the label, what you're going to see is there's no proprietary blend. It is legitimately, you're going to see two ingredients on there. The ingredients on there, it tells you exactly how much of each thing is in it. So that's exactly what you want to be looking for. So don't get into the trap of proprietary blends is the next thing. All right. So last thing that you want to watch out for is MLM companies. These are those companies that like to try and sell you like multiple products, or like they'll have like a weight loss challenge or something, but you have to buy all of these supplements in order for it to work. That is not the case. You should not ever have to buy a bunch of supplements in order to get something to work. So you want to make sure that you're watching out for that as well. Some examples of this, I'm not going to pull them up, but like things like Herbalife, Optavia, just to give you guys a couple of ideas, but you want to avoid those things. You should not have to buy any supplementation in order to see results. Now, going into that, the next thing you want to be looking for is, and I'm going to try and keep this episode short, is that the supplements are third-party tested. And if you're doing one better, they're also FDA approved. So once again, why I use First Form is because it is one of the few companies out there that does do third-party testing and FDA approval, because it is very expensive. The Food and Drug Administration does not have to actually test to ensure that what you're getting in a product is actually in there. So there are a lot of labels out there that have not been tested, and you're just going on trusting that company. So whenever you're buying supplements and you're going to be spending money on them, you always want to do your homework to ensure that the company has at least had third-party testing done, if not also went the further to have the FDA approval stamp on there. That's going to ensure that you're actually getting what's in there. So what I mean by that is a company can claim that their whey protein has 20 grams of protein, and it could actually only have 10, because that's what they can do. They don't have to have a third party test it. So you want to ensure that whenever you're getting a supplement, that it has those two things on there. You always want to make sure that you're reading the ingredients, and you're also looking to see the sources of those ingredients. So like if it's telling you that it has a vitamin and it's got all these different vitamins in it, well, where are they getting them from? Personally, I think that from primarily whole foods is going to be a better. So I always look for whole food sources of vitamins and minerals. That's going to be both better for you guys. Last thing that I put on here is the bioavailability. So not all things are created equal. What bioavailability means is the absorption of that supplement. So not all supplements are going to be as available as others. So different types of magnesium are going to be more bioavailable than others. So you want to make sure you're looking at all those. And that's why supplementation is something that you guys have to take seriously. If you're going to spend the money on it, do the right thing. Don't just go to Walgreens and buy whatever's on sale. You want to make sure that you're doing the extra homework to ensure that. Now, last thing I want to talk about kind of shifting is to kind of like the purposes of supplementation and why it matters. And if you are supplementing, what you should be looking for. So there's two reasons why primarily we're looking to supplement. One, we're looking to optimize. We're looking to get like the most potential we possibly can. Two, we're trying to fix some kind of a nutrient deficiency. And those are typically the two reasons why we're going to be using supplements. So if you are dealing with symptoms of something like, quote unquote, I'm having a hard time sleeping, and you're looking for sleep supplements, you're going to go online and you're going to be like, type in, I need sleep supplements. And you're going to get 5 million different supplements out there. Which one should you be looking for? Well, this is where it's important for you to understand, why are you having sleep problems? Because not all sleep problems are going to require the same type of supplementation. There are different supplements out there that can help you. So for instance, somebody that has like a lot of high stress, they might do well by just taking like ashwagandha or something like that. Whereas someone that doesn't have a problem with stress, maybe they just have a hard time, with their circadian rhythm, might need melatonin. Like there's different things that you could be doing differently to help optimize those things. So you want to get to the root cause of what the deficiency is causing the symptoms. Another one is hormones. People will go out and buy all these different hormone supplements. Well, it's like, well, if you don't know what's causing the hormone imbalances, it could be a food related issue, in which case taking a high quality multivitamin to cover the bases might help fix some of your hormone issues. Maybe it's not supplementation at all with supplementation, and it's actually just getting you to eat more food or eat the right types of foods. There's different things that we should be looking at to optimize before just buying a supplement. Okay, so if we're looking to fix things, we always want to know what we're trying to fix. Don't just look at the symptom. Try and figure out why that symptom is there, so we can help kind of figure that out. Like even with sleep, if you're having sleep issues and you also are having hormone issues, which is causing the issue? Is it the sleep or is the hormone issue? And you can kind of get to the root of the problem that hopefully helps fix things. Okay. Now, if we're looking to optimize, part 2 is, if you're looking to optimize with supplementation, I was going to say hormones, this is like maybe you're like trying to get like the top 10%, like you're getting that last 1% in the gym. You want to make sure that you've optimized all the things that matter most first. So when we're talking about supplementation, there is no supplementation out there that's going to help you lose fat faster, build muscle faster, get better in the gym than good quality nutrition and good quality sleep. So if you're not covering the bases there, the supplements are probably not going to be very effective. The only one I will say that will probably be effective in the moment is something like caffeine, because you're going to get that instant boost. But for the most part, all the other things are going to be very minimal if you don't have all those other bases covered. Same thing with things like inflammation markers. People are always looking for like turmeric and all that's going to be like the 1 to 5% if you're not covering the base of like, why are you so inflamed? So if you're not getting to the root causes, optimizing isn't quite there. Okay, so optimization, supplementation, you want to optimize all the big marbles first: the nutrition, the sleep, the training, all that stuff. And the optimization should be fixing those 1 to 5%, that top tier of getting you that extra little inch. And it's almost the same thing when you're correcting a nutrition deficiency, because you still want to be covering the nutrition, the sleep, and all that stuff. But when it comes to the nutrition deficiencies, you want to really make sure that you're looking at what you might be deficient in and outside of just the symptoms. So getting to the root cause. So hopefully this episode helped you guys out a little bit. The key takeaways are this: always read the labels, make sure it's third-party tested, watch out for proprietary blends, don't look at those bold claims, and make sure that when you guys are optimizing your nutrition or you're optimizing your supplement intake, that you're looking at all the areas of your life that you should be fixing before looking to supplementation, because it's only going to fix a little bit of the problem or only optimize a little bit of things. The other things matter most. So hopefully this episode was helpful for you guys. If you guys have any questions about supplements, I am going to talk more about specific supplements, but it's so hard because there's like different supplement routines for different reasons, right? Like we can go into sleep supplements, we can go into performance supplements, we can go into hormonal supplements, we can go into digestive supplements, we can go into all these different areas. And I want to be able to break each one down in a little episode. So stay tuned for all that to come.